guys, Flippin' Landlord Ninja here with two guys' take on real estate. Where I'm out in Washington, Massachusetts, where we just put a $1.9 million property under contract for $0 in acquisition cost. And we're going to talk about how we did that. So make sure you stay to the very end of this video so you see all the ways to do it so you can do it too. We're looking to pay it forward so you can learn from our mistakes.
Two guys take on real estate.
So every state's different. So I would talk to your local housing court and see how it's actually run through your state. So I'll talk about Massachusetts and how it's run here. But basically what you have is property that's not being taken care of or the owner can't take care of it. And so the court actually appoints what's called a receiver to actually, take over the property and bring it back into state sanitary code and compliance. And so what you generally take over the property through the housing court, and so you're actually an arm of the housing court, and everything that you put into it becomes what's called a super priority lien. That essentially means that your lien is, supersedes that of any bank, except the only lien that would actually supersede yours would be that of the tax liens and the municipality liens. So what you do generally is when you get appointed to receivership, you actually have to go through the housing court and you actually file paperwork for a rehab plan. So you go through, once you're appointed, you go through the whole property and figure out the whole cost of the rehab plan, everything to bring it up into state sanitary code. And then you start your work and you generally do a report every 2 months, reporting exactly what you've completed. And you have to have a lawyer to help you with this, obviously. And you go from there. And after you've repaired everything and brought it back into sanitary code, you actually get to foreclose on your lien. So you have zero acquisition costs. You just have all the rehab costs and holding costs and stuff like that, just like you would have any other property you'd buy. But you save on the acquisition costs. And so once you actually finish the property and you foreclose on the property, then you actually take it to an auction and you'd actually foreclose on that property. And so once you actually finish the foreclosure, if no one buys it at the foreclosure, which you're also allowed to bid, you then acquire that property, and now that's your house for that for the amount of the lien that you put on the property. We've actually done over 50 receiverships, and that has actually allowed us to acquire over 100 rental units just through the receivership program. So talking about receiverships again. So receivership, you actually, when you start taking on and managing the property, you're in charge. So then basically you're in charge of getting everything up to code. And then after you get it up to code, you can file to actually foreclose on your lien. And that lien is called a super priority lien. That means basically it supersedes all liens except for municipal liens. And then you basically host just like a typical foreclosure sale, where you have to put it in the newspaper, just like any other foreclosure sale, and anyone else can bid. But you get to bid your lien, and you're also allowed to build over your lien, which, like I said, we've done over 50 receiverships, and we've actually acquired over 100 units this way at zero acquisition costs. That is the key, because basically you're gonna have to rehab these properties anyway, just like you would anywhere else. And there's that risk factor that you might not get it at the auction, but generally you're building into your lien market cost. So at the very least, when you acquire, if someone else takes it at auction, you're getting all your money back that you put in for the rehab, plus profit for the typical receivership for the market cost. So it's a great way to acquire property, and it's also a great way for the cities to clean up blighted property that's not being taken care of by the owner or by the banks. The banks have actually been getting really wise to this, and so they've been actually stepping in and trying to really fix up their properties. Hey guys, so I'm back in my office. So yes, receiverships are a fantastic way for you to acquire property for zero acquisition costs, not to mention help your city and towns clean up blighted property. So what I would really do is talk to your local housing court or district court and see what they have for a receivership program and how you can get on a list to become a receiver. Often you have to apply to it. It doesn't cost any money. You just get added to the list, and then they'll start sending you properties as they come available, and you'll have to say yes or no if you're willing to take it on. and you can start actually helping clean up the blighted property. So really hope this was helpful to you guys, and please do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave any comments you have. We're happy to talk to you guys. Thank you so much and have a great day, and see you in the next video.